Hello, everybody. Welcome to College of Lore. My name's Kate.
And I'm Jill, and we are here to do session 9 of Estersea. So here's just the tiniest little recap here now. So last episode, the party went in, had an epic battle with an archpriest Kuatoa, and rescued one of the two trapped dwarves. The other one unfortunately died, so Glint is dead. But Lomos is still alive. They had a touching reuniting moment with Meldrin, and there was a lot of really great shots, a lot of action. The Kuatoa love the party now, most of them anyway, and you're now deciding what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so talk is that eventually when we leave this town, we need to be going back to where the Mind Flayer is to save our friend Ogun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then get like GTFO. But
right.
We did at the end of our little recap talk about potentially gathering some gear slash.
Only if we feel like there was anything sentimental stolen by the Kuatoa from the previous mining party.
Right.
Rebel is definitely like, I would love to have my bow back, but
like,
I mean, I know we're in a hurry. Well, we haven't left yet.
And can we ask Guy to still go get us the stuff?
Yeah, can we get that? Because like the archpriest is dead now, so like we could.
So it's just free. Yeah, it's free stuff.
And more importantly, it's our stuff. Or
yeah.
Well, it's Rebel's.
It's Rebel's
for us. Well, yes.
Yeah. I do have my. I have Lumos's pick.
Right. Yeah, you do.
So I can give him that. But are you missing anything good, Lumos? Or
no, I never thought I would see this again. Thank you so much. It almost makes up for poor Glinda.
Why is there blood on it?
Oh God! And then he looks at it, and when he turns, he has like a gash on the back of his head where he had.
Back of his head.
Yeah, like he's got like this wound on the back of his head. So
did they hit you with your own pickaxe? Because that sucks.
I mean, I was struggling a lot when they kind of snuck up on me. I can't wait to leave. To be honest, this has been an awful time.
We do. I mean, can we go back without encountering the big giant woman?
No, we can stay here, and Guy can go get the stuff for us.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be right
I feel like
back.
Guy would know where to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems to be the quickest. Like she probably just has it. She probably just has it in her house.
Well, yeah. So Guy runs off, and we'll just get through this quickly. But she talks to that other guard who was on the archpriest's side. They probably have an argument of some kind. He refuses to release most of it, but we'll say Rebel gets her bow back.
Okay.
And some arrows.
That'd be great.
I mean, yeah. If he's willing to part with that, how expensive is all the other stuff? Or is it like valuable to Kuatoa and therefore it's like smells like fish?
I would say that they want to keep it. They have a tendency to collect, especially Guy for like sentimental reasons. But I think the whole of Kuatoa believe and feel that anything that comes from the surface that ends up in their world kind of belongs to them afterwards. Like you can, yeah. And Guy kind of explains to you that there are like holes in the sky of the cave, and when things fall through there, they
toilets
own it.
It's a blessing.
Finders keepers.
Like did people flush goldfish down into their not sewer, and then they keep the goldfish? Or alligators?
Totally. Oh yeah, there's tons of weird stuff in that lake, and I think that it spans the whole of under Estersea, basically. It's like this huge, well, almost all of it, just this huge lake and you can see like sunbeams coming down. If you look far enough, you can see like beams coming down that like some daylight has managed to bounce its way down all the way down into this deep, deep, deep Underdark.
It's a very big lake.
Oh,
I did not realize it was that big.
huge. Yeah, no, it's this. You cannot see much of it. It's just dark and vast.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at this point, the goddess is like swimming around in it, checking it out, and like exploring.
She's like
Can
in a
we
bathing
see her?
suit, just like doing a backstroke.
If we look, can we see her?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, totally. She's got like a glowing eye, so she's like a one red eye, and she's
there she
like,
is.
yeah. And then she like comes up, and then she's like swimming around, exploring, and learning her new
I
life.
mean, that's just good boating safety.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be a good goddess? She seems like she's not up to the test.
They seem happy with her.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Yeah,
The
But
more
who's gonna
I feel
be
like the
taking
biggest
care of who?
does anyone want to?
I feel like the biggest threat. Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say, I feel like the biggest threat was the archpriest because he seemed really corrupt and violent. Whereas I feel like if it's like the people, like kind of teaching this goddess the way, it's going to be more about like, you know, what's best for the people and not so much what's best for like this one person. Like,
Yeah.
And I've always said, don't bother with something that's not bothering you.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to make
Is
a
that-
cross stitch.
does
Is that
anyone
what you
want
always
to?
say?
Can someone roll a history or maybe even a nature check?
This totally seems like a Nomalesa thing, but we were talking before about like the stupid things that you forget to grab when you're getting ready to RPG, and like character sheet. I'd say that's like number one. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a roll this early. I'm going to grab my iPad that was charging over there. So,
Meldrin doesn't care about history. I can't roll.
I can roll at disadvantage for some made-up history that Ruben thinks he knows.
Done.
Okay.
You know what? They're all gone. It's on you.
it's called
Yeah. Roll
Alright.
and
lore.
yeah. And what
Roll
I'm gonna
more?
okay. This is so funny.
So surprisingly,
You can roll
that's a 13 even with disadvantage.
Okay, so 13. So you've heard stories circling around down by the docks where you spent a lot of your time. And you've heard stories about the Kuatoa. Now that you know that they're kind of called Kuatoa, you're kind of remembering. And you've heard tales of their belief being so strong as a group that they kind of can create their own deity from just their zealousness and their beliefs. So you think that maybe, just maybe, like if the group can believe in her enough, she will become formidable enough to and fight for them, and that maybe that she was very confused when she woke up because most of her following had kind of shifted and got kind of weird and muddled during the battle. So
Because we were causing some conflict there with their beliefs.
right, yeah.
Do I still need to make a
So-
roll?
If you want to,
History?
you can. Yeah.
I rolled. I already rolled it. So.
Oh, what is it?
It's 18.
18. Okay, so yeah, you've heard that as well, but you also have heard that that the old goddess that they like, now that you've kind of have some time to think about it and kind of mull it over, that yeah, they did have their old goddess. Oh my god. I can't remember her name. Yeah, Bim. I think Bim.
Right.
Bim Blop Bop
Right.
Beep or whatever her name is.
There's
Blip Bop.
Flip off Opie was the old goddess.
Was the
and then Dim
original,
was the
yeah.
new goddess.
Right. So you remember that she was actually evil aligned. But times seem to have changed for the Kuatoa, being kind of isolated from for the past 500 years, according to what Guy had told you and things like that. So
she's not evil anymore.
well, the old goddess was evil, but they haven't. Like the goddess that they've lost contact with for the past 500 years.
Oh.
So they've not had contact with her for 500 years. You remember that she was evil aligned.
Oh, yikers.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is probably better. I mean, she required sacrifice, like human sacrifice, so that's not the best either. Anyway.
I mean, Dim required human sacrifice. Or, yes, Dim required human sacrifice, or like just sacrifice, life sacrifice, in order to make her statue come alive.
Yeah.
But did Blip, the old goddess, also require sacrifice?
Yeah, I think with an 18, you would know that that's like the Kuatoa way that they had done it previously as well.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll put it in Anomalisa's like to-do list to figure out better ways for them to summon their gods and try and for now, what's done is done, so.
Fishy goddess. Eh.
Yeah.
Only so much we can
That's
do.
just for me.
Maybe we should be asking that fishy goddess to help us with the tentacle guy.
That's a
Mr.
possibility. Yeah.
Actually, wasn't that the whole reason for summoning this goddess in the first place, was to protect them from the brain munchers?
Yeah.
That's true,
Perhaps we should facilitate this.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it. We're all
And I
like
mean-
we've got a
What's her
high
name? Dim.
we've got a high charisma party,
Yo.
right?
Okay.
Had
She
a
knows that,
early
like,
encounter with
Listen,
a-
she
with
was
a
really
mind flayer.
confused when we first summoned her, so maybe she won't really like grok that it was us that had been attacking.
She also
her.
had a bunch of fog.
Let's come
Yeah,
like
she
let's
had a bunch of fog
approach
and-
again as
yeah.
if like we hadn't been there before and be like, hey, oh my god, we really need your help.
Nice
Thank
meeting
God you're here.
Look
Okay,
at us.
so
we
you-
really like
You come
fish
around.
and water.
So you wave her over,
Yeah.
and she's like 15 feet tall, like just huge, well, not ginormous, but like very tall, very big person, swimming up, and she stands up out of the water, and her eye is like glowing red, and she has like an arrow in her wooden forehead, like right above her other eye.
She's just vibing with it. It's fine.
That was there when we got here.
It's like a cool piercing.
It's like a zit that you don't know is there. It's like like you feel something there, but you don't realize it's an actual zit, like because you haven't seen it.
Does
so
she
long.
know what's supposed to be on her? Like, she was made like this. That she's
Maybe.
probably like, that's part of the design. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
Maybe a bat could
Exactly.
roost on it.
Yeah.
So, I think Rebelle is kind of frightened, and she is your translator.
Oh, she doesn't speak
Well, then we
common?
better roll something to make her not scared.
She speaks Undercommon.
Does she speak infernal?
Yes, she does speak Infernal.
So do I. 'cause
We're talking
I'm-
about Rebelle?
Perfect.
Or
No, the goddess.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I can speak infernal too.
Oh.
Right, let's do
Always
this.
forget that.
Can I?
So tell me what you say.
Yes.
You just like go through all the languages saying like
You
hello
just
in every
tested
language
her.
until she sort of perks up.
Do you understand these words?
Hello.
All right, and this
Hello.
is Dimblapo Peep, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I will say, I'll sort of like bow down in a way that I feel is appropriate, and I'll be like, oh, powerful Dimblapo Peep.
You got the name in one go. That was pretty good.
I know.
That's not Melissa.
Melissa doesn't stutter, even though I sometimes do. She doesn't. Yeah, so the message is going to be like, oh my gosh, we're so glad that you have come. We are in dire need of your help. There is a mind flayer here in this cave, and it has taken control of at least 2 or possibly 3 creatures, 2 of whom are Kuatoa. And I mean, we don't know what to do. We're frightened, and we seek your aid.
Okay. So as you say this, the Kuatoa that are following you around everywhere devoutedly are like, oh, like they didn't know about this, and they're going to give you advantage on this roll because they're like kind of asking her as well. Like they believe in you. You've already swayed all of them in session 8, which you can see the recap of uploaded to YouTube sometime in the next week. But yes, so you've already swayed all the Kuatoa, and they have a lot of sway with her. So I'm going to grant you advantage on this roll.
Is this persuade? Can it be performance or persuasion? Either one is fine, really.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. And
Persuasion.
it's advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Okay. The first roll is going to be 14 plus 7, and the second roll is 6 plus 7. So 14 plus 7 is
21.
21. Nice.
Okay. So, she seems very attentive while you're speaking to her because she's able to understand you, and she takes note of the Kuatoa that are, I think, in this kind of plea in help. I think that that's also the Kuatoa showing her that they believe in her, and they, you know, they're kind of putting you all and her kind of on a similar level of just like devotion.
It's also like before I was kind of the cause of the confusion because I was sort of touting the other god's name, but now they're seeing me sort of like
right,
bowing down to her.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that that's kind of helping the whole situation, and she accepts, and she says, in Infernal. So the rest of you just hear, those of you who can't speak Infernal hear like a like kind of like this growling, burning, frightening sound. But to you, you're hearing, all right, I will accompany you, and I will do what I can. The Mind Flayers are a terrible affliction on this.
Oh my gosh, you're going to be so helpful. I can tell. Thank you.
Well, where do we go? And again, it's just this growling, hissing, horrible sound.
And I'm like, look at you guys, and I'm like, thumbs up. It's looking good.
Tell her to get smaller so she can fit through the caves.
Do you think that she can fit through the caves?
I think she would be going very, very slowly through the caves.
Can she be? Can you? The caves are small. Can you become smaller?
She says that is not one of her powers.
Okay.
Was the small tunnel the only entrance? I might be misremembering, but I thought we took a sort of like secret passage or a back entrance.
You took like through the cave, you took like the only cave entrance. There is like a tiny water tunnel that the Kuatoa use to get to the surface, but she definitely wouldn't be able to fit through there.
Okay.
Maybe the Kuatoa know about a larger way to get up there. Also, can we ride on her shoulders?
First of all, yes, you could ride on her shoulders. She seems to, since the Kuatoa love you so much, she also is very warm to you.
Is she in our party now?
Yeah, you've got a goddess in your party.
Nice. Kuatoa
Do we need another player?
Oh yeah, we should, and now I bring in the guest. Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Didn't think you would go for this though. Had no idea. Anyway,
we almost didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. The Kuatoa do not have another way to go because there to like the north is all blocked off, so there is like more cave and more area, but it is all like blocked off by like an invisible like yellowish glow
Right,
kind
the
of
barrier.
a
Yeah.
barrier.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Um.
oh, go ahead.
Would we be able to convince Esrix and the others to come here?
I don't think we could convince them to come
Be like,
here
"Hey."
because they specifically said that they couldn't come here, right? Like that.
Can we
Yeah, they
trick
did
them
not want to
somehow?
come down.
Well, what we could do is we could
Yeah.
say like, okay, you come as fast as you can, and then we'll go up and kind of try and lure them, because we were
Yeah, lure
so-
them or lie to them.
because the existing story from their perspective is that we were going to go and save the people that we could. Then we're supposed to come back, and all of us are all going to go together to Estersea to help Esrix figure out how to lift this barrier. So
we
can just
could tell Estrix that Estersea is actually down in the Kuatoa village. There's a portal. Is that too far-fetched?
well,
I don't know how gullible Esrix comes across.
yeah. We don't have to.
Kind of seems
well,
like the mastermind.
Wait a second. Yeah. We can just move them towards.
A place that the goddess can get to.
Yeah, and if it's not
basically.
working, and we can just start attacking, and then like slowly kind of be moving back towards.
I go 30 feet that way. Okay, another 30 feet that way.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see like a large scale map to be like, this is as far as the goddess can go. And I mean, can the Kuatoa tell us about
You
that?
would basically be going at half of your speed. So if it takes you 2 hours to get up, it would take her
Does it
4
Do
hours
we
to
need
get up.
to rush?
I guess not.
You left Velis with the Mind Flayer about like 8-9 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because you took a long rest and then went down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Yeah, I
we're.
suppose
I
we
mean,
did have that.
if
that
he was,
situation
we
with
could
the
go check it.
mushrooms.
Like, do you think that the next 2 hours is like the critical time period?
One of us could run back and see if he's still alive.
And then
Like,
what?
just check on him. See how quick we need to move.
I mean, if nothing's happened in 9 hours, it doesn't feel like this is an extremely time-critical mission.
And if it already
It
has.
seems like the it strikes me that like the time critical part of this has already passed, which would have been the saving the people.
The sacrifice, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just narrowly got there in time.
Did we? I think we got there in time.
Well, only one of them's dead, so I guess that's sort of.
I mean, compared to our original plan, which was
Gonna take a long time.
sneak them out before the
before the
ceremony even started. Yeah.
Let's just go slow.
Yeah.
If it means we get a goddess to help us, I think it's worth it.
Gotta
Yeah.
use the advantages we've got.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So you begin your journey up the cave. Dim that's her nickname. We're going with Dim.
Yeah.
So she kind of crouches down to go through the cave. The cave, I'm going to say, is probably about 10 feet high. So she's like 5 feet too tall and is like slouching and just making her way. She doesn't have too much of a trouble like width-wise. Probably one of the widest parts of her is her head, which is all like shipbuilding material and things like that. And there is a red glow coming from her eye that illuminates the cave a little bit. And a heat that comes from her as well.
Do we have someone scouting
So
ahead?
cool. I love how vaguely spooky she is.
Yeah, she's definitely
I
spooky.
think we should all be in front of her.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
thinking,
Ruben?
Ruben is a sneaky ranger, right?
And I
Oh
have
wait,
very
I'm a
far
rogue.
dark vision.
Hang on, I'm a rogue. I know how to sneak.
Are you the
You want
sneaky
me to
kind?
sneak
You're
in?
not really the sneaky kind of rogue, though, are you?
I can
We have a
give
loud
bird
rogue and a sneaky
press.
ranger.
I know about stealth. I have read it in a book.
Studied.
I mean, watched it in a play.
What? I watched a YouTube
Um,
I
video.
do think Ruben probably is the sneakier one of us.
Well, what's your
Loomstalker Ranger.
stealth modifier, Ruben?
I have +7.
And I think he has a special ability too, don't you? That makes you
+7
sneakier.
to stealth.
Like, do you have
Creatures
password
that rely on dark vision to see me can't see me, and I have 90 dark vision.
Nice.
I can sneak around without being seen.
It is a better stealth than me, that's for sure. I just mean, maybe he should go ahead. Wait, does stealth make you move at half speed though? So wouldn't it be?
We're already moving at half
Usually.
speed, though.
Yeah. So as long as he gets like a certain distance ahead of us first, and then
Yeah, totally.
that seems like a good plan.
Yeah. As you're sneaking up through the cave, you do come to the point where where you had kind of tucked Velus's body in behind a rock.
Are we gonna grab that?
That's right. Yeah.
Lob, are you carrying Glinta?
I assume so, yeah.
Do you have it in you to carry another dead body?
How many dead bodies can
Yeah,
we
I feel like
carry?
Lob would. If they're dwarves, I can definitely carry 2. Yeah.
One over each shoulder.
Well, one is a
fireman style.
dwarf.
Exactly.
One is a dwarf and one is
Water
water
genasi.
genasi. Yeah.
Arguably, the water
Right,
genasi
but they're
weighs
also
less than the dwarf.
Yeah. Also, no brain, so that's like 5 to 7 pounds, like right off the top. Literally,
Right
right
off
off
I forgot about that.
the top.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. Got a problem here. Trying to be stealthy, and I hear this rattling noise. What? Why are my pockets full of colorful rocks?
Oh.
It's so that you can make a little like gingerbread trail for us to follow.
Yeah.
Someone else hold these for me. They're
Oh,
remember making this
Namalisa will
plan?
take them.
Lob takes the rocks.
Yeah.
But no.
This
We
is a
all get
nice-
some
this is a
rocks.
nice
I want a
memory of
rock.
the time Ruben got really high on mushrooms in the cave.
How come you get a rock? I want a rock. We all get some.
Yeah.
Share them fairly.
Okay.
pass around the rocks. He doesn't remember anything you're talking about. Doesn't know why he has them, but
They're really nice, though.
You thought they were very valuable at the time, and therefore I think they're valuable.
Yes.
well, then they are valuable.
Dim pipes up and says, "Those are the currency of the Kuatoa."
Oh. Did we just like steal
Oh,
from their
damn,
bank?
okay.
Did that goddess just say something?
Says it to
To me.
Namalisa,
Yeah.
and Ruben would understand as well.
So
So it just sounds like this growling, hissing fire burning sound.
Namalisa, she's talking.
it sounds like a camp.
Namalisa, what is she
Sounds
saying?
like a campfire.
Oh, I love that. Like a crackling.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Like kind of more comforting now that you're more used to it.
Yeah.
It's like
But it sometimes is a bit startling when there's like a big crack or something.
or
Or when you
pop
put like a
sound
bunch of
or
pine
something, yeah.
needles on the fire or something. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pretty much
I like
always,
that a lot.
unless I say otherwise, I will say what she says in common after she says it.
Okay.
So their currency is just sitting up there on the shores?
I mean, maybe it was their bank,
Uto could make a lot of money by
like a
hanging out
bank,
up.
like the bank at the shore bank. It's a bank.
That's why they call them banks.
Wordplay.
I never realized. Now, Melissa, you're so
It
clever.
takes
and
Lob
smart.
a second. It takes Lob a second, but he does go like.
Just like 3 to 5 seconds later.
I think that during the walk, Lomos comes up to Meldrin, and he starts telling, like, you can kind of tell that he's probably a bit, upset and rattled at just everything that happened. So he's trying to, like, fill the silence with whatever he can. And he starts telling you about how excited your sister Egret is going to be. She's going to be so impressed with what you've done here. You've taken up the family business. You've come back to the caves. She told me once that you were nervous, but you seem great. Like, he's just, like, really, like, digging in deep with the compliments and just being super, like, overly positive about you and all you've done.
Yeah, I might talk to her one time. Sure, yeah.
She's going to welcome you back. The fact that you were able to, come to the rescue and just, I mean, I know it didn't go perfectly, but you saved me and I'm so grateful. And it's probably getting, like, that little bit of, like, it's getting awkward, but he doesn't know how to stop.
Well, and the more he's talking about it, the more Meldrin is like, I need to escape before we get back to the city. I can't go with him to go see my family. This is all starting to crash down on him. He's like, yeah, I'm not taking up the family business. Are you kidding me? I gotta leave before my father sees me.
Right, and he's like, are you going to go into metalwork, or do you think you'll stick with mining? What about gem cutting? That is the new,
I'm still thinking about it. I'm still mulling around in my head. I might maybe go back to school for a few years, maybe do some research.
Oh, you can apprentice with me. Don't worry.
Good. You need an apprentice. Okay.
Would Law be close enough to hear this? Because I feel like
totally.
Law
Like, you're in a dark cave.
Yeah.
It's all any of you can hear in this.
Yeah. I think Lob would definitely pick up on Meldrin getting uncomfortable. Like, they've been traveling together long enough at this point that Lob would be like, "Ooh, this is a touchy subject." So he's going to be like, Meldrin, come back here. I need your help." Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I need to go help Rob now. You stay walking with Namalesa.
Namalesa will pick it up and be like, "Listen, your family sounds so fascinating. Please tell me about them. What's the history?"
They're very interesting. They like rocks a lot, Namalesa. Yeah. Ask them about rocks.
Talking to
I'm gonna.
What's his name? Lumos?
Lomos? Yes.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Oh, continue. Please tell me, what's the family history? Tell me about the lineage," and try and...
Don't ask about me!
Nope.
Don't ask about me!
Sure. She may ask about Meldrin. But not within earshot of Meldrin.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you're kind of building a bond with Lomos then, we'll say. So he tells you about his business with finding fine metals and metalworking, and he talks a bit about, like, the blacksmiths.
That's quite impressive, right, for Estersea, because there's not a lot of metal.
Right. It's a very high, exactly. Yeah. So it's like a very prestigious line of family, and I think it would only be in Meldrin's family, or, like, marrying into the family, that people would even do this. Like, it is very, very specific. And you might never have even heard of any other ones. So this probably is very interesting to you. And he, like, starts getting into, like, how to appraise metal and how to find it, and, like, that adamantine, like, it's there's practically none in Estersea until we found it in this cave, and that it's, like, the hardest metal, and it can break through practically anything, and if you make swords out of it, it can cut through pretty much anything. Like, it's just this really precious, powerful metal, and he just drones on and on about it.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. Oh, and we need to remember to get a chunk of it before we go.
Oh yeah,
well, we have some, don't we?
You left it up there because it's, like, massive.
Yeah,
we'll have to get it.
We didn't want to lug around a giant rock.
Now we have a giant goddess to help us.
Yeah, after we're done, it'll be like, "So, can you help us carry some stuff?" Or
She comes like a pack mule. Oh my goodness.
Great
Okay.
job, goddess.
Yes, see?
How much can you lift?
You even lift.
Listen, Lob. Lob. You got to do me a favor. When we get back to the city, you got to cover for me, and I'm just gonna go on some errands.
Yep.
Thanks.
Love's like, you don't need to
No,
wait.
he's a
Like
great-
he's like, I get it. Yeah.
Lumos is great. He's really super. The whole family, they're people. They exist. But I can't. I can't. That's not my scene. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Ruben's missing out on all this hot gossip sneaking around up front.
Yeah.
You know, I
Ruben's,
never
up front,
talked.
like,
I never talked about this with you, Jill. But I guess like my family would have a lot of money then if they're like. This
Oh yeah,
very
like
famous-
they're
I didn't
they're
mean
like
for that to happen.
They're the
no, like yeah, they're like prestigious in this.
they're the 1% of Estersea.
Yeah,
They're the Chainsworns.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've rejected that culture.
yeah.
Not my
What
scene.
song does Ruben have stuck in his head as he's sneaking up the cave?
I don't know. What are the contemporary hits of Estersea? Probably some
You're
like,
about to come up with one.
some jaunty pan flute and fiddle tunes down at the dock. Some sea shanties.
Yeah.
Oh, the year was 1778. Okay, so during this walk, it is very long. One last thing. The Chainsworns and the Underrocks, like they would be kind of a lot of them would end up being nobles in the court as well. So, yeah, very high up. Okay. So Rebel during this walk, comes up to Lob because the Rangers kind of have all worked together. And she kind of brings up that I don't understand why the Queen decided to send us on such a dangerous mission for this medal. The cost just it wasn't worth it. I mean, maybe that's hindsight talking, but I mean, I don't understand why. And Lomos is luckily still chatting with Namalesa at this point, so I don't think he's overhearing her kind of disparaging the medal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
My understanding that it's hard to get and they need it for advancements. But
I suppose.
definitely not worth it. Not worth it if it's going to be like this
No.
every single time.
Yeah. And she also kind of remembers something. And you've been walking for like a few hours at this point. There's probably only a little bit left. And she remembers, oh gods, I need to warn Ruben. He needs to watch out. There was this like stalactite in that cave that we avoided. Do you remember when we were coming through and we kind of went around, we circumvented because there was like this creature in one of the rooms? Like we were up in the cave, and I gave you kind of a tidbit of information that we should probably avoid one of the caves because there was something in there. It just looked like a stalactite. Like there was almost nothing to indicate that it was any kind of a creature, except that it had this long tentacle and it reached down and it was eating this like tiny carrion crawler that it caught. And it just kind of pulled it up, like reeled it in, just like what my cat just did there, just pulled it in and just ate it. It was huge. And if we can avoid that when we come out of the cave, that would be fantastic. So,
Ruben!
should I yell to him? Should I run up?
Yeah, run, see if you can catch him. He should
Okay.
be moving at half speed. Yeah.
And Ruben, you're invisible, right? Like, you can go invisible in dark light or something like that?
Anyone that relies on dark vision to see me can't see me.
Okay. So I'm just gonna check. I think are you far enough away that like this is just for flavor, I guess, but like Rebel's like running up, like kind of loud to just trying to speed up to catch up with you, and I think you're probably out of the dim red light of the Oh, and she's human anyway, so she's probably like tripping and like stumbling into the darkness, being like, Ruben,
Oh my god, where are you?
So do you reveal yourself? Because she can't see you anyway.
I definitely would have heard her. I'm focused right now. No gossip to distract me, so I'd probably like turn around. I don't know. Maybe she runs right into me.
Yeah, she's like just completely face plants right into you, like you know in the cartoons when like there's a pole and they hit the pole and the two arms are like either side, like a half hug almost, just like whack. Like oh God,
Rebel.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Come to keep me company up at the front.
Well, I'm probably gonna go back to the light in a minute because I can't see anything, and she's like reaching out to make sure your face is where she thinks it is. Like, okay, listen. Keep your eyes peeled. There's like a stalactite that might not be where it was when we left. It can eat things. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty big. Any stalactite could be a creature. We just have to be careful. It can reach really far.
Oh, well, I guess my walk just got a little more interesting, didn't it?
I mean, mine's probably going to be real. I might just wait here until they catch up with me because that run over was awful. I stubbed 2 of my toes on the same foot. It sucks. Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for this ceiling monster. Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Couldn't send someone with dark vision up to warn me, huh? You draw the short stick.
Yeah, I didn't really think much. I just remembered, and I don't think I explained what I saw before. But yeah, it was just like a stalactite, but it had like a real, like it just stuck out a tentacle and just grabbed this baby carrion crawler and just like ate it. So, okay. So then she like just stands there. And you fade off, and she's like in the darkness for a bit, like just like waiting for the rest of the party to catch up. You are nearing the North Cave again, so that's the cave. We can now probably go to map view.
Okay. We are still in the
I'm trying to
Krakatoa.
see where in my notes.
I'll drag us over. I need to find a mini for a goddess. So let's see.
Well, didn't you have
And a
her?
real big
Oh
one.
yeah, the thing I had on the other page, I'll copy paste that over. It's actually 2 that I put together.
Oh.
Okay, let's see if this
Very
works.
resourceful.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know how to do it.
How to do
Come
what?
on, copy. I tried to copy paste, but I don't think.
There.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't work while I was looking at it. Okay.
Maybe it just like took.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she's she's squeezing her way through this tunnel. And before you get to where you are on the map, Ruben, do you want to roll me a perception check?
Ooh. That is... What's my perception? That is 24.
Okay,
I really am
wow.
focused.
Okay, so you had this warning, and you're keeping an eye out, and you do notice before you come up that there is a stalactite. Like it's really big, and it seems to be like dangling at the mouth of the cave. And you do not remember having to dodge a stalactite when you came through.
Well, this has to be the abomination I was warned about.
I'm going to move you all back into the cave just a little bit, and I'll put it on the screen.
Okay.
You're up ahead.
Neil, I'm high-key jealous. I wish I had some teeth.
It appeared outside my door on the ground.
Nice. I could
My
use some-
cute little.
So I'm gonna say it's like right here.
That doesn't look like a stalactite.
So right now it does look like a stalactite, but you definitely know that it was not there
Yeah.
before.
Just like kind of staring at it to see if it moves.
Roll me a stealth check. Because I know you were stealthing, so let's see how.
That's
Like you-
21.
Okay, perfect. It is not moving at all.
This be the wrong stalactite, or is it sneakier than I expected? Maybe I could try throwing something as a sort of bait.
Okay.
Are there just like,
If only you had some rocks.
I know, right? Well, I'm sure there's ordinary rocks on the
We're in a
ground.
cave. Just pick up a rock.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can easily find another rock.
pebble,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so funny.
So, making sure that I stay well out of the range of how long it is, I just pick up a small rock and kind of just like wing it.
Okay, so you're throwing it really hard?
Just like, not like really hard, like I'm trying to break it or anything, just enough to like kind of brush against the tip of it to see if it gets a reaction.
Oh, you're trying to hit it with the rock?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roll me an attack roll, adding your strength modifier.
Bye, Ruben.
That's 13. I'm standing very far back.
Okay. That was, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So just 1 second here. I thought you were gonna throw it like
Past
over
it?
there so that it would kind of look the other way. Okay, so you throw the rock and it clatters next to it. You don't happen to hit it, and it kind of clatters behind it. And tendrils come out, and one red eye opens up in the center of this stalactite. And these long tendrils release out of its form, and it no longer resembles stalactite. It's this like pointy rock-hided creature, and you see like it makes a sound like kind of like a rah, and its mouth is just like a long line all the way around the stalactite. It kind of like hinges in the back, and its mouth opens really wide for a second, and you see a rows of sharp teeth, and it kind of like really slowly turns to the side to see what made the sound. And I'm going to roll an intelligence check to see if it puts together where the sound came from.
Don't like that.
Okay, no, it doesn't. It does not. It has a -2 intelligence, and I rolled really bad. So it doesn't put 2 and 2 together where it, like, what the sound was. So it doesn't really know what made the sound.
Okay, well, since I got away with this recklessness, I'm gonna sneak back towards the party to warn them about what's up ahead and ask if anyone has any insight about how we safely get past it.
Could we murder it?
Well, I know a thing or two about rocks, I guess. This is
no
definitely
rock.
not a rock.
Yeah, what I
Could
can
have had
tell
me
you
fooled.
is that this is
Billy
not a
Rebel
rock.
warned me.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody have anything to roll, like Arcana or
Nature?
nature?
I
I
could roll a
don't think this
nature.
is natural.
Yeah, you can roll a. Actually, Ruben, what's your favorite enemy again?
monstrosities.
Okay, so you would have advantage on any rolls that you what's it do with your favorite enemy? You can like roll with advantage to recall information about them or something?
Advantage on wisdom, survival checks, as well as intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Right. So you recognize this as a monstrosity.
Cool.
So if you wanted to roll it to recall information or come up with some advice on the situation, you would roll with advantage. So you could roll nature, you could roll history, you could roll survive. I'd say, yeah, nature or history.
Okay, let me see which of those is stronger for me. They're the same. So, and this is with advantage.
Yes.
10.
10?
Wow.
Okay.
Memory's not so good.
Yeah. I think you would know that this is a roper, that this is a very hungry creature, and you and I think even with the information that you got from Rebel, you would know that it has tendrils, it has long reach, like extremely long reach, and it's not too bright, which you kind of ascertained from when you tossed the rock, but it is very hard to hit, as you also ascertained when you threw the rock.
If I can't hit
You
it,
have
no
a
one
giant
can.
goddess.
Mm-hmm.
You actually just pluck it from the ceiling like an upside down carrot.
So you want
Do we want-
to you want to send her in to fight a rock?
Or do we
And
want
you-
to keep her on reserve for the mind flayer?
I feel like
Like, is this gonna kill
it
her?
might. Like,
I mean, she could tank it, and then we can kill it with our good skills.
we don't want it to
Then
kill. We
weapons
don't want it to
through.
damage her, and it might be sort of like insulting to just have her kill every creature that we come across. I don't know.
But
she's
she's
big
so
and
powerful.
the other thing is big. Yeah.
Well, should we ask her? Hey, do you know anything
But-
about these creatures? Like, there's one up ahead.
How do you feel about killing this?
I was
this
just
thing?
born 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I've not learned anything about those. I know a bit about mind flayers, but I mean, I've not been. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I was I was born inherently with the knowledge of mind flayer, but I haven't gotten much education yet.
Okay, well, you're about to.
Much close. I think we could just start shooting things at it,
Oh,
right?
It's just like, I mean, wait. Yeah, I don't know. It'll definitely try and attack us if we go past it, we think, right?
If it knows
Yeah.
you're there.
I mean, if it heard the rock I threw, it's
Could we
Probably
trap
hear a
it
footstep.
somehow?
it can't move though,
I
can it?
could
It's
try
like
putting it to
rooted
sleep.
into place.
Guys, I could try
It can move.
Guys, I could try putting it to sleep. How many hit points do you think it has?
Many.
Should I try putting it to sleep?
Pretty big.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think you'd be able to.
Also, the last time you did that was less than successful.
3 things fell asleep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see why I shouldn't try that first, right?
Okay, let's try. Yeah, try a bunch of stuff from a distance. See what its immunities are.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
get my spell cards.
Could always insult it.
Yeah, this is like kind
That's the
of
classic.
this is kind of my only thing versus this creature because its intelligence is too low from anything else that I normally do to be very effective.
If you can't hit it, then I can't hit it at all. I mean, I can start cutting its ropes off. Its thingies.
All right.
Makes
So
ching, 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 ching.
I need to be within 90 feet of it, so I'll be
Okay.
just that far.
Okay.
Okay. Roll 5d8. I'm going to use my dice app because I don't have 5d8. Dice app. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21.
Okay.
So
Um.
if it has less than 21 hit points, it's asleep.
Okay. So you concentrate and you press this psychic magic forward, and you can kind of see it coalesce around the stalactite creature, but it does not seem to put it to sleep. It looks like it's like Big Eye, like slow blinks once, and then it shakes it off and does not fall asleep.
All
Is
right.
that off our list? What do we got next?
I mean,
We tried throwing a rock at it.
hit it with
We
an
tried
arrow.
putting it to sleep. We could hit it with an arrow and see if that seems to make it hurt.
Right in the eye.
Yeah.
I
It's like a big
mean,
bullseye
right in
to
the
me.
Yeah, it looks like a bullseye to me too.
Who do you
So-
think can hit
Ooh,
closer
should
to the
Ruben
center,
and Rob
Lob?
try to do it at the same
Yeah.
time?
Ooh, why don't you?
Have a little friendly
all
wager.
all three of us do this at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all around 90-ish feet away.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, wait.
So Rebel-
Rebel probably can't shoot it from that distance because she
She can't see. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
it has
She
a
can't see it.
glowing red eye. doesn't
Oh,
it?
I guess it is glowing.
Is the red eye glowing?
No, I think only the people with dark vision
No,
saw
Dark
it.
vision or
Okay.
fancy goggles.
Right.
Right.
or fancy goggles.
What do you say to a friendly wager over a shooting competition, Lob?
Why don't gamble? Don't do that.
Rebella's like
Someday I'll get you, my friend.
Rebella's mad she can't
Ooh.
participate.
Aw.
She heard gambling and she's like, ah.
She is
Can
old friends
I-
with Ruben, so
Mm-hmm.
they cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Rebel, is that a short bow or a long bow?
It's a longbow.
Oh, I can't use that. Or
Oh.
can I? Probably not.
You just can't. You just don't add your proficiency to the roll.
Yeah, but then I'm definitely going to lose.
Right.
I'm not doing this to hurt the creature. I'm doing it to
To be
wager.
part of the competition.
to be part of the gamble.
Yeah. I kind of want to look and see if I'm proficient with longbows. Would she loan it
Do
to
it.
me if I?
Yeah, of course. She'll say like, if I can't do it, at least someone could. I can't
Simple
stand it if
weapons.
Ruben wins
Ooh.
again.
I'm proficient with longbows.
Nice.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Nope,
Oh.
I changed my mind. That's long swords. Is it a simple weapon?
No.
Uh,
I think so.
I
me
don't
see.
think it is.
A simple weapon?
Yeah.
Wait, is there something? Okay, so I don't know how D&D works in this respect, but is it a hard limit, or can Meldrin fumble with the bow and try shooting it anyways?
I can. I just don't add my proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient with it. So I
it's
can
a
use it
martial
like a
ranged
person.
weapon.
But I only perform at my peak. I only peak perform. I will not use lesser weapons.
Let
And
Ruben's
that's
just
what I'm
trying to
flipping
blame
a
the
gold
weapon.
coin in the air, doing little tricks,
I
spinning
don't
the
want
gold
to
coin
waste
between
her
his fingers.
arrows. If I waste her arrows,
Take
probably
one of
never
mine. He's calling your bluff.
Uh-oh.
it's been a while since I've used a. Oh, what is this? A 360?
Couldn't
You know,
tell you.
the last
Made it
one I
myself.
used was made of real you, so I don't know, using one of a slightly
She,
worse
pushes it
quality,
into your hands.
Ruben
It's an
says,
excellent longbow.
this is good. It's got the
Yeah.
string, just like a short bow, and God, it's really long. Okay.
Taller than Mel.
Probably.
Like way taller,
Those
yeah.
are really big.
Oh, that's so
Shit.
funny.
Okay, yeah. You go first.
Ruben's offering you 2 shots to his 1, just for the sake of good sportsmanship.
I don't need 2 shots. 2 shots. I mean, I do need one to
Also,
warm up.
the idea is that we're all going to shoot at the same time.
To get a surprise attack on a creature.
Okay, sure, yeah. Okay. I'm in.
Ruben has forgotten the gravity of the situation in the.
Oh, I think we all have. It's gonna be funny if I look up swashbuckling rogue and it turns out I could use it all along. I just forgot.
Forgot. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so we're rolling to hit now.
Yeah. So this is a
Yeah.
surprise action.
at least I don't get
Yeah.
disadvantage. Okay, I'm rolling.
Okay.
God. Oh, my finger.
A nat 1? Oh my god.
Wait, who got a nat 1?
Ruben.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
I got a
After
17.
talking a big game.
What do I add to it? Dexterity. I got 20.
Dirty 20
Dirty
versus
20?
a nat 1.
And a nat 20. We had a nat 1, a nat 20, and a dirty 20. Both of the, obviously the nat 20 hits, but the other shot, the dirty 20, also hits, but barely.
Ooh.
So,
That was the best payoff I could have hoped
Do you
for.
see that?
yeah, you went down.
My camera fell over because I
Yeah.
was too excited about my dirty 20.
Okay.
30-20.
As they called me back at the club.
Okay, so we'll resolve the damage here. Meldrin just zipping around in the frame there.
Don't look at me. Listen, I'll take my camera. Oh no, that messes us up. I can't do that. I'm
it
so sorry, my
doesn't-
camera
It
fell down.
doesn't seem to be messing it up. So if you do want to turn your camera off, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're
It's
already.
getting last.
Oops, you're already last. So. it
Perfect.
doesn't change you.
So, Chrissy, for Lob's damage for a natural 20, don't forget that it is one full damage die, and then you roll your damage die again, and then you add your, additional, and that's how we resolve criticals.
Hold on one sec.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sorry. Everybody's video looks frozen except for Jill. How is that possible?
I
can
don't
see everyone
know.
moving.
Yeah, everyone's moving for
On,
me.
wait, on the stream?
Oh.
Stream. Could somebody watching the stream let me know? Is it because in my
Oh, we are frozen.
yeah
on
in
the
my
stream.
OBS, Jill is not frozen, but the rest of us are. So how could that be? Let me
I have no idea.
try some things.
Wait, is Jill the one doing the OBS recording?
No, it's Kate.
Oh, then that is very strange. Yes.
That is very strange. Kate's frozen.
wait. It's
for us
wait,
now.
it's, I think I
Oh,
figured it
you're
out.
back.
Oh, I
Okay,
just
great.
started moving again.
Camille, can you move? No, you're still frozen. Oh no, you're not. You're just very still there. Okay, okay.
Roguelike, you might
All
say.
right.
Oh, there I
I
am.
don't
I'm
know.
here.
That was very odd.
And there's Kate.
Okay.
Camille, you have like a
That is
halo
so
of
weird.
stars above you now. It's a good
Yeah.
That's actually natural. Thanks for noticing.
Very, very good. Very
angle.
lovely.
Yeah, your
Flattering
aura looks
lighting.
very strong today.
I did eat a lot of carrots.
That'll do it. It's one of the most potent, energetic foods.
It also makes you orange. Magic school bus.
That's
That happened to me as a baby. No joke. The school bus thing happened to me. I was a really picky eater as a toddler, and the
Is this a
only
Ruben
snack-
story?
No, this
It's
is a
both.
Jake story.
It's a
which
both
is much
story.
more reliable.
I was born with jaundice, so I was yellow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, what color was
Yeah.
I? Oh, none of
We
those.
might have a whole
Probably purple. or
gradient
pink.
here.
A lot of
Okay, Chrissy, what'd you roll?
yeah. Anyway, unfortunately not very high. I rolled 3 on my dice, like 1 + 2, so +5, so it's 8. Not great, you guys.
Wait, what was your damage die? So you take one full damage die, so like a D what?
D8 if it's
1d8.
So you got an 8 plus 3 plus 5? Because
No.
you got a natural 20, right?
Okay. Now, okay. Sorry. I've never heard a crit being Yes. Okay. So yeah.
You were
Sorry.
rolling double dice.
It would be 8 plus 1. Yeah, 8 plus 1 plus 5.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Plus
15.
your dex.
14.
Perfect.
And that's exactly
That
why
sounds-
you don't do it that way, because a crit should never be like, oh.
Exactly.
It should always be cool.
Yeah.
And that's why I always remind everybody of the crit rules whenever anyone crits. Because
It never
it's like,
doesn't happen very often to like
mhm.
remember it. Yeah.
Chrissy,
Yeah.
did you add dex to your damage too?
My dex is plus 5.
Perfect. And what was your damage, Camille? Or, sorry, Meldrin?
Who's Camille? I don't know. Can I get sneak attack?
Oh, yeah, you do get sneak attack, actually.
Why though? Or
Why not?
it would. I think you only get sneak attack anytime you would have gotten advantage.
Oh, but
Or
so
if
it's not
someone's
if you're hidden.
distracted.
Are
Actually,
you sure?
I don't know. Can you get sneak attack on surprise rounds?
Well, I can look it up.
Yeah, could you look it up? Thank you very much, Kate. You're amazing.
Let's see if we can
A
get it.
plus plus player. So roll your d8 for the bow,
Oh my gosh! It does a whole d8. I never use those.
and then you're gonna add your strength modifier.
Dex.
Ooh, is it Dex? I guess it's Dex. Or is
I
it
just
strength for? It is Dex, isn't it?
We use dex for the longbows. I don't know if that's
Okay.
class specific.
Oh.
I sure hope I use dex. I think
Just
all
realized I-
ranged are dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized I should have been adding 1d6 to
Oh.
all of my damage rolls, or like one of every damage roll per turn, because I have as a guardian soul. As a guardian soul ranger, or a what is it? Primeval guardian. My command of primal magic allows me to enhance my attacks with thorns. Once during each of my turns, I can deal an additional 1d6 piercing damage to one creature.
Okay, so we add 6 and then roll a d6 and we'll add that.
All right. That's a 5.
Nice. So you did 26 damage.
Wow!
For sneak attack, you don't always have to have advantage. In addition, if another enemy of the target was within 5 feet of it, and
Yep.
then
But none of you were.
no, and it just seems weird because it's called sneak attack, so you would think that a surprise round attack would get sneak attack damage, but technically according to
I agree.
Yeah, technically according to
Yeah.
the book, it's not one of the things.
It's anytime you're next to someone or you have advantage for some reason.
Yeah. Would you get advantage
My-
on a surprise attack?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also.
Attacking
Eh.
a target which can't see or hear you gives you advantage. So if you were hiding, like if you had been hiding and then
I also forgot that I'm a swashbuckler rogue. I get advantage. I don't need to have advantage to get my sneak attack. Oh, if I'm next to them. Dang it!
Yeah.
I still have to be next to. That's fine. I'll just get my regular damage. Because
Yeah,
this is a really
regular
good shot.
damage
Did you
for this
see my
one.
shot? Did you see that shot? I hit it for a whole 8 damage.
perfect.
That's pretty good.
I mean, love
Okay.
wasn't part of the bet, right?
True. I mean, you were the only one involved with the bet. So I feel like how that played out was that Ruben's arrow goes just let fly just first, and it like zips up through the cave, and then just completely misses the target, just and then like
And-
ricochets off and bounces away and like clatters on the floor.
Ruben was definitely
obnoxiously.
showing off, trying to do some like behind the back trick shot, and just
Under the leg.
just ate it.
Yeah. And then I think I think Meldrin's arrow would have like flown off. And like I know you were kind of aiming for the eye, but I don't think Meldrin's hits the eye. I think it just barely hits this creature. And the
You kidding me?
creature
Mildred was like, I can't do anything fancy. I just need to hit it. I cannot make a fool of myself right now with this dumb bow.
Please just let me hit it.
Please just hit the target.
Exactly. So it hits it in like the biggest part, like in the base, and it manages to break through the tough rocky exterior, and you hear a satisfying crunch as it goes in. But
I
then
definitely point at it and go, ha ha, look! Are you watching? I hit it! That was my arrow.
But then Lob, just steady hand, not flinching, just this perfect form. Like Lob knows that this shot matters, and every shot matters, and he's very respectful of the.
I'm not goofing.
Yeah. Just perfect form, very calm, just lets this arrow fly, and it pierces right in this creature's eye. And the creature lets out this screech as its tendrils start flailing around, and it is enraged, and it looks severely wounded, and we are going to roll initiative. And should we take a little break?
Yeah, because
So we'll roll initiative, and then we'll hop right in after a quick break.
Well, I guess I'm, this is a pattern tonight. I just rolled a 2.
So what's your...
I think
Plus
you need-
5, though.
Ooh.
Okay.
I got 16.
I think you need to
Oh,
cut
right.
that
I forgot we can do this
die and-
visually. I was like writing it down.
well, you can do it either way.
Are you all able to alter your turn order there? Can you see that?
Yeah, but I only see
I
the
can't
I only see the rope.
Yeah, I only see the rope.
Okay. I'll set it up then. I'm going to trash
You
everybody.
have to delete everything and then add it again.
I know. I wonder why it's like that. Anyway.
It does that
Okay.
every time for me, too.
Okay. Okay. So everyone update your thingy
Oh my
thing
God,
here.
It's so
and
annoying
then-
because it only lets one person do it at a time.
I know, I pressed
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. All right, so did you say 10 minutes, Jill?
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break, and then we will come back and resolve this combat.
Okay. See you in 10 minutes.